All right, I think we are live. All right, yeah, we are live. We're rolling. I'm back. Sorry about the interruption. I had some stuff to handle at the lot. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about what's going on right now in the used car business. Also, I want to I think I finished what I was saying about just, you know, you guys being the community and constantly helping the channel grow beyond. I'm not going to stay on here very long, only a couple more minutes. Got some other stuff I need to get done today, but I also want to just let y'all know that more content is coming. I got a Copart video that I need to drop, so look out for that. I also got, I think, another auction video as well. Lloyd says, did you make the sale? Actually, funny thing, the sale is being made, yes. But we also had a customer come to the lot in the middle of the sale. So this is a good scenario here. So we are selling a HHR right now for like $3 grand. And we had a repo customer come in at the same time that this deal is being made right now. So my sales manager gave me a phone call to let me know this woman has, we have given her grace period after grace period after grace period, like grace after grace after grace. I strictly enforce my contracts. The due date on your car note is on Friday. Okay, we give you 1 day grace period, all day Saturday. So if you forget, you got caught up on at work, I give you all day Saturday to bring your payment in. She decided that she told us on Friday, hey, I'm not gonna have my payment till next week. She told us this, not asked. She told us, I'm gonna have my payment on Friday, on next week sometime. My sales manager let her know that if you don't bring it by the end of day Saturday, your car will go in repossession status. What that means is essentially your balance is now due. So she owes like $400 and something on the vehicle. We also add $100 repossession fee because I've already sent the repossession out to the repossession company. So when I place a repossession, they are out actively looking for the vehicle. So she comes in the office and says, here's my $75. Tomorrow is Friday. So if anything, she should have brought $150, right? I mean, if anything, she should have came in with $150 to pay for last week and to pay for this week. I think, to me, that would have been my mindset if I was in her position. But we told her, your vehicle, you are now in repossession status, okay? She took it upon herself to say, I guess, no, I'm not, and you're going to take my payment. Then she comes in and she says while she's in there. Now, all of this is happening while we have customers there right now ready to buy a HHR. Now, they are buying it cash. But at the same time, we have this disgruntled customer coming in, raising hell. So Deborah, my sales manager, obviously, now Deborah is a very patient person, but she ain't gonna take no crap. She's not a pushover. So she's like, listen, you're not gonna scream and yell. You're gonna talk like he got some sense. So I can hear it in the background. Yeah, So I call into the office and speak with her, and I basically tell her that, hey, you are in default. She says, I'm not over 10 days late. Now, the contract does state that there can be a late fee applied. Okay? It says that. A late fee applied, 10%, no greater than $100. It says that. But it also says that default is constituted to mean, or it means that once you are 1 day late, you are in default. The contract also says that a remedy for the default is repossession. Or if I feel as the debtor that you can no longer maintain your payments. Obviously, you cannot make your payments at $75 a week. Obviously, you cannot afford the vehicle. That is obvious. That is what we see based on your actions. Okay? So this is how you enforce your buy here, pay here contracts. So what it also says in the remedies section, if you're using Wayne Reeves, that once you in default, we can accelerate the loan and the balance is due at that time, which means I'm no longer taking your scheduled payments. You are in default. That's why I tell people, the late fee, and we tell people this, we go through this. Once you are 1 day late, I give you one more day. You don't have 10 days. You don't have 10 days. And any time that you are in default, now you have left it up to me to be able to enforce the remedy section. So that is why it is important for you not to be late, not even 1 day late. Make your payment. Now, I could understand if this was her first time being late. We are in the middle of a pandemic. I understand it. But this is not her first time being late. This is like her second. No, this is actually her third time being late. Sorry. We've given her 2 extensions. Normally, I only give one, and I call it the one freebie, the one lifeline. And we tell people all the time, if you use this, that is it. So this video kind of went to that. It wasn't even about her. So basically now she is sitting, I think she's probably still in her car. She says she's going to call the cops. So she says that our contracts are, bull crap. Your contracts are always going to be bullshit when they are on the wrong side of it. Just remember that. If you do buy here, pay here, your contract is going to be wrong as hell when they are in the wrong. But when they're not in the wrong, you cut, oh, whatever. Yeah, this is great. I understand. Yeah, sign. Yeah, great. Enforce your contract. So we've told her that, hey, you need to leave the vehicle, or you need to pay $500 and some odd. I gave her 24 hours to pay it because she was all in uproar. Which is, so tomorrow, CNC Towing of Columbus will be picking out shit up. Period. So that is how you handle your repossessions, your clients that are up for repossessions, while you're still selling the car. So Deborah is focused on still selling the car. And to me, I don't mind when a repossession client come in when I'm selling the car. Actually, it helps. Because that lets them know that I will repossess your shit. I will take your car. And I will refuse your $75. Because you are in default. You are in default. Now, I could take your $75 and still repossess your car. Which one you want? Because at the end of the day, you still owe me money. But the way I see it is, obviously, you cannot afford the vehicle. So when I told you can't afford, what you mean I can't afford the vehicles? I can't pay because I can't pay $400 some? No, because you couldn't pay $75 last week. And now it's becoming a repetition thing. It's becoming every damn week. You can't pay your car note. So that's how you do it, guys. That is how you do it. Buddha says, what's good, Raymond? What have I missed? Nah, man, I was just talking about the repossession, folks. I'm sure you've seen it now. I started this video. I started a live before, and I had to jump off the live because I got interrupted by my sales manager. But basically just talking about the repossessions while selling the vehicle. But that's not even the reason why I made this video or came live. The reason I came live is to just tell y'all that I got some new content coming down the line, and that thank you for supporting the channel. For all of you guys that are that have been with me and that have come on, pretty much just gave me your time and listened to what I had to say. I appreciate it. There's so many other options out here when it comes to YouTube, and so for you guys to watch me, I am appreciative of that. And that basically more content is coming. If anybody that's on here right now have a question about the car business, go ahead and drop it in. I'll be here until 4:30 Eastern. So wherever you are, it's got to be a 30 somewhere around there. So it's 4:23 now. So I'll be here for another couple minutes or so. But I went to the auction today. Prices are still relatively up there. I am starting to see a curve at the auctions that I attend. I'm starting to see a little bit of a curve. Get that whole Corona vibe feel, right? The curve. We're looking for the curve, So I'm starting to see the curve at this particular auction, Auto Nation, up here in Atlanta. It's still high, but the curve is starting to make a little bit of a trajectory down. But this week has been a lot different from the previous weeks, and I knew it. My sales manager was on vacation the week before last. And when I worked a lot, I saw the shift, and a lot of it is coming from two things: the unemployment benefit, the extra unemployment money ran dry, no second stimulus, right? So people now are really holding on to their monies as best they can. So you know, I saw a change in our sales this week. So far, we have not sold a single car besides this HHR that we're trying to wrap up today. And today is Thursday. So that's bad. That's bad for us. Typically, we try to do a car a day, or at least 2 cars a day. But it's been rough this last week. Oh, wow. So she did call the cops. So my sales manager just texted me. And this woman has called the cops on us for her not paying her damn payment. So this should be interesting. So I will definitely jump off here in a couple minutes to log in and figure out. I mean, what the hell the cops gonna do? I mean, you owe us money. Like, what they gonna make us take your $75? I wish they would. If anything, they gonna escort your ass off my property. That's what they gonna do. Your car has been repossessed. Period. You didn't make the payment. What the fuck? Like, how you gonna argue with me that you didn't make your goddamn payment? I don't get that. How am I the bad guy? Call the police on us? So this should be interesting. So I'm gonna have to do a follow-up video for this, guys. All right, Buddha says, what are your thoughts on buying inventory from the Midwest? My thoughts on buying inventory from the Midwest is, if you got some CRs and some really good pictures, so if you got an auction that produced really good pictures and CRs, then take a stab at it. But only thing I would caution you, Midwest, is there's a lot of rusted vehicles up there because of all of the snow, so from the salt and the brim that they put on the vehicles. So that would be my only thing, especially, Boot, I think you're in like South or North Carolina, one or the other. So, you know, we don't really have that problem down here. So if you don't have really good pictures of the undercarriage, I probably wouldn't do it unless you plan on traveling up there to look at them. And then on the other side of that, you got the transportation costs. The transportation cost adds up. So a lot of times, and that has been my thing, guys, is trying to rationalize going to, because I go all over the state of Georgia and Alabama for, well, mostly southern Alabama, central southern Alabama, for auctions. So I go to Montgomery, I'll dabble in Birmingham, but they are just out of this world price wise. So pretty much Montgomery and Phoenix City in Alabama, the auctions that I attend. But basically, I say that to say you got to factor in your transportation costs, because are you saving anything? You know, like, I have the same idea, the same mindset when I'm traveling to Montgomery or Albany. Am I saving anything for driving those 3.5 hours to get there? And it's the same prices as Atlanta. You know, I live in Atlanta. So it doesn't make me upset when I go over here to AutoNation, literally like 10-15 minutes from my house, and see bullcrap prices. Right? That really doesn't upset me, because I'm 10 minutes from the house, whatever. You know, it rolls off the shoulder. But to drive 3.5 hours and you ain't bought nothing. And that's one of the things I was sharing my video that I'm gonna drop from Albany. Like, you can be down there, you can drive 3.5 hours, take 2 hours of looking at vehicles, going through them, test driving them, putting them through the paces, whatever, and win zero. Right? That is what we're up against. So it's got to be a damn good deal for me to go to these auctions right now in this time. I've actually discontinued South Georgia Auto Auction, Albany Auto Auction, Montgomery. I've discontinued traveling. If I'm not going to my lot to do something administratively, like, you know, picking up some paperwork for the title process, because I'm doing, so my job, for all of you guys that are wondering, like, how much involvement am I with my lot, you don't really see a lot of videos from my lot because I'm never really there, but my involvement is inventory. So inventory acquisition, so I'm going to the auctions and buying the vehicles, and title clerk. I am the title clerk for Del Mar, so I process all of the title paperwork through the DMVs or Department of Revenues in Alabama and Georgia. So that is my current job. Any other questions? We are coming near the end of this live video, and again, I thank all of y'all for supporting the channel. Continue to like, share, subscribe. If you are affiliated with any type of groups on Facebook that are focused on used car dealerships, man, tag this video over there on their page. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do that because it's my channel and I feel like that's thirsty as hell and it's kind of disrespectful. But for you guys that are subscribers of Grind Reloaded and you feel like, hey, you get some value out of watching this, share it with other like-minded people. All right, I appreciate it. Maybe they can come over here and enjoy the Grind Reloaded life. Prices are low in Iowa, but shipping prices are crazy. Absolutely. So it's like, well, which one you? If your bottom line is the same as it would be if you bought down here in the Carolinas or Georgia, it ain't worth it. You know, it ain't worth it. And the only difference is, it's actually worse in some ways because you can look at it from this perspective. If you buy cars from Iowa, it takes what, 2 or 3 days to get the car, whereas if I paid the same price for Carolina, Georgia, and I had the car on my lot same day, next day, you know what I mean? That time is everything too. Not only money, time is very important as well. All right, that's the last question I'm gonna answer. Thank y'all so much, man. I will see y'all on the next video. And another video will be dropping tomorrow, so definitely get ready for that video. And I'll see you. Let me go ahead and call the lot and check the cameras and see how many squad cars showed up at the lot. And see what's going on. Hopefully they make her leave my damn car. You know, that would be nice, Russell County. That would be real nice because she is in default. So if she's watching the video, go ahead and have her leave the keys. And we give her 7 days to pay off the balance. And there you go. All right, I'll see y'all later.